Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the USF Bulls and the Colorado State Rams. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Rams headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the return, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the run, it's Isaac. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets him to the 20-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers
know where to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got an alley. Enough to move the chains. Speeding down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bulls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he made the extra point without problem. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. From deep, it's Harper. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Into the open. He's got enough. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores. Touchdown Rams. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Offense comes out ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. On the ground, it's Isaac. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They were all over it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fighting off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback keep. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. It's not there.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Moves the pocket. It's Boley. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Working on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
How great is it lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This is a designed run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Rams will send out the punt unit.
Number 20 in punt formation to kick it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The handoff. Got the first down. Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws it back. Rush right in his face. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fareed. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Rams right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They'll run it. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. The throw. Right side, it's Fareed. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Selling the fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot, and then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Intercepted by USF. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Running inside. It's Isaac. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Bulls use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Out wide right, it's Isaac. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls in.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios. for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Hurricanes, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half.
The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're...
Open field on the right. The 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. They take the lead here in the second half.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these designed quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds a crease. It's Isaac. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Boley. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fields the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains and got a first down in the red zone. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Rams will go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They go to the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets him to the 7-yard line.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
He's past the sticks. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Bulls are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Straight ahead, it's Isaac. They put the brakes on it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Boley. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quick give. It's Isaac. Dragged down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy said...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. In the red area, it's Isaac. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Right side, it's Isaac. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Boley. Under pressure. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. Not able to get it in, but there's not much downside in trying to punch it in on fourth down.
I agree. This close to the goal line, fourth down, fourth quarter. This is a big moment right here. You be aggressive. You find that play that you really believe in. Try to go for it. Try to put some points on the board.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own one on fourth and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big fourth down stop.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Out wide left, it's Moore. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
There he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, just seconds to go on the game clock. This thing is all but over.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Boley. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again,
looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's fourth and long.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Bulls will have it first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's...
And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down, and he could not get away. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass. It's Boley. Throw it deep one more time. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Still on his feet at the 40. Flying out to the left. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Reed escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Right back to the well. Makes the tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Here's the one, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. they're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Reed. Going for the big play. He's got it for a big play. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it, Allen. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here's a give to Hardy. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give to the big fullback. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They were handed a gift with this great starting field position, but they've done nothing with it. It's 3rd and goal. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. You can't spot that ball much closer to the end zone than that. 3rd and goal after the penalty. Tries to get it himself. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for a losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a third and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
In the gun, third down, Reed. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He's going for the goal. Goes upstairs. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Swamped immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Reed to throw for it on fourth. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
Looking for room. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the outside. Turns it on down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Lewis. Like this offense, when I'm...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Reed. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
But, and he's got room. Past the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Just smothered on the play.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Left side, it's Moss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
From the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to Hardy. On the move at the 30. Finds some room. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Big fullback's got it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here's a give to Hardy. Turning it on. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Maybe some room here.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll give it to Hardy. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Mensah, rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very